Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Lakers urgently want their 18th championship before LeBron James retires. With this squad, can the Lakers be champions? The answer is no, because they lack depth and solid scoring players. Doing business and reinvigorating this squad is the only way to become a favorite again. Rumors, trade between 4 teams, brings 3 great players to the Lakers. A bold mock trade to put the Lakers over the top in title contention this season. The Lakers are off to a hot start in the 2024-25 season, pulling off wins over the Timberwolves, the Suns, and the Kings with big contributions from Anthony Davis and LeBron James, who also made history by playing alongside his son, Bronny. With both stars still leading the charge, the Lakers look primed to make a deep playoff push. Meanwhile, the Wizards and Nets are already signaling rebuild intentions, likely eyeing next year's draft class for top talent Cooper Flagg. A 4-team trade could give the Lakers an additional weapon for a championship run while providing the rebuilding teams valuable assets for their future. Lakers receive Cameron Johnson, Miles Turner, Dennis Schroeder. Pacers receive Jared Vanderbilt, Jonas Valanciunas, 2029 first-round pick. Nets receive D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, 2031 first-round pick. Wizards receive Gabe Vincent, 2025 second-round pick, Clippers, 2025 second-round pick, Lakers. How this trade could make the Lakers true contenders. The season's just getting started, but the Lakers have already shown they might have something special brewing under new head coach J.J. Redick. With LeBron and Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders, they look primed to make serious noise in the West. Still, there's a feeling they're missing that one piece to become truly unstoppable. That's where this trade comes in, potentially bringing in the ideal mix of versatility, defense, and shooting with Cameron Johnson, Miles Turner, and the return of Dennis Schroeder. For a couple of years now, Miles Turner has been one of the most popular trade targets linked to the Lakers. The guy is a defensive beast with a great shot from deep, perfect for a team that needs floor spacing around its stars. But the Pacers always asked for a lot in return, and the deal just never got done. Now, with Turner in the final year of his contract, the Pacers might be more willing to cash in before he hits free agency. Adding Cameron Johnson, another heavily linked shooter to the Lakers this offseason, would give them a reliable sniper they've been craving to complement LeBron and Davis. Meanwhile, Schroeder's return to LA gives them a more natural floor organizer, something he knows how to handle well from his previous stint with the team. Cameron Johnson isn't just a three-point shooter, he's an efficient scorer with size who can hold his own on defense. At 6 feet 8 inches, he's got the length to guard multiple positions, which is a big need for the Lakers, especially when LeBron takes a rest. With 13.0 points in 3 games, Johnson has proven he can knock down shots under pressure, making him a perfect fit alongside LeBron's playmaking. Miles Turner, on the other hand, is all about rim protection and versatility, posting 15.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 2.7 blocks. He can block shots, switch on to smaller players, and hit the three. Imagine the Lakers' defense with Davis and Turner patrolling the paint, it's a nightmare for opponents. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, who's coming back with something to prove after a 28-point game performance last night. He had an up-and-down first run with the Lakers, but he's still a quick, aggressive guard who can handle playmaking duties off the ball much better than D'Angelo Russell. His presence allows the Lakers to rest LeBron and Davis without completely losing their offensive punch. Having a guard who can break down defenses and run pick and roll with Turner is exactly what this team could use to gain depth. The Lakers would gain a whole new level of depth and flexibility with this trade. They'd finally have a legitimate stretch big in Turner, who can shoot and defend at a high level. This trade would also ease the load on Davis, allowing him to stay healthier and more effective. Plus, having Johnson's shooting and Schroeder's energy makes their lineup more dynamic. But they'd have to part ways with some role players like Vanderbilt and Rui Hachimura. While those guys have been solid, they don't bring the same high-level impact that Turner and Johnson can provide, especially in the playoffs. With this trade, the Lakers would be able to roll out a lineup that can go toe-to-toe with any contender. Imagine a closing lineup with LeBron, Davis, Turner, Johnson, and a mix of Schroeder or Austin Reeves in the backcourt. That's a lineup with length, shooting, defense, and enough offensive versatility to adapt to different matchups. This trade is about giving LeBron and Anthony Davis the best chance to succeed by surrounding them with players who can cover their weaknesses and play to their strengths. LeBron isn't getting any younger, and Davis has his own injury history. The Lakers need to capitalize on this window while they still have two superstars in their prime. This trade gives them the depth and skill set they've been missing, without having to break up their core. If they want to push for one more championship in the LeBron era, this deal might be the one to put them over the top. Bronny James hype train slowing down, demoted to G League. The Bronny James hype train may soon end up coming to a stop, for a little while, at least. James is expected to be with the Lakers for road games against the Detroit Pistons on Monday and Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday before splitting time between Los Angeles and its G League affiliate, the South Bay Lakers. South Bay tips off its campaign next Saturday. James made history in Los Angeles' season opener back on October 22, sharing the floor with his dad, LeBron, in a 110-103 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. No father and son had ever played together in an NBA game. Bronny James once again worked his way into headlines on Wednesday, scoring his first NBA points just 40 miles north of Akron, Ohio, where he was born. Still, the Lakers ended up on the wrong end of a blowout, falling 134-110 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But Bronny James is now about to step out of the shadow of his father, a plan that Los Angeles had all along. The plan for Bronny to move between the Lakers and South Bay has always been the plan since day one, Los Angeles coach J.J. Redick said. General manager, Rob Pelinka, and I have talked about that. LeBron's talked about that. It's going to be sink or swim for Bronny James out in El Segundo, California, where he'll surely have a target on his back against G League competition that couldn't care less about what his last name is. There isn't a G League player out there who isn't fighting for minutes at the next level, and what better way to get those than by taking it to LeBron James' kid? You can bet that there will be South Bay highlights of Bronny James, but if he consistently ends up getting cooked by his matchups, get ready for those lowlights, too. Without his father, there was no way that Bronny James was going to be taken off the board in this year's draft. We know he doesn't stack up well next to NBA-level talent, but surely he'll fare well in the G League, right? We don't think so. Assuming Bronny James gets plenty of run with South Bay, we think he'll get exposed for the player he truly is, a guy who averaged 4.8 points on 36.6% shooting from the field in one season at college. Even though Redick and Los Angeles have made it clear that they plan to have Bronny James shifting between the big boy club and the minors, let's just hope that the 20-year-old spends most of his time in the G League. Regardless of who is related to who, we should never be giving so much press to someone who has 8 minutes of NBA experience under his belt across 2 appearances that were damn near scripted. Bronny James getting bumped to the G League is truly going to be a breath of fresh air. And if you find yourself missing a guy who provides little to no production, turn on a Houston Rockets game and watch Dillon Brooks play.